What up, guys? Kevin here. The Xbox is dead. It just doesn't know it yet. I watch you too many YouTube shorts. But yeah, first off, before we get to the video, quick movie review. I was going to do this separate, but no one would watch. Good Boys. I think it came out a few years ago. It is this generation's super bad. It is so funny. I was hanging out with Amnesia Girl. She put it on last night, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, God. And then, a little bit in, I'm not feeling it. And the kids start like using the F word like crazy. And it is cringe as hell. But then immediately the movie is it's just straight, just funny. Just funny. Every damn scene is fucking hilarious. And great power of friendship movie too. So check out Good Boys. I give it 2 thumbs up. All right. Back to Xbox is dead. Not unalive. They're dead. If you have to use the word unalive in your videos, you may want to, I hate to say this, go get a real job. Seriously, I don't know. Out of nowhere, people are starting to use the word unalive. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing. I say a lot of dumb things, but when I hear the word unalive, nothing makes me block your channel harder than that. All right. But looks like Xbox is getting blocked from competing, from doing anything. They can't sell their damn consoles. It's insane how... Don't we feel like Xbox is doing better this generation? Not only are they doing better, but it feels like they have the momentum, but all that got them is like 25 million consoles sold. Now, they don't announce numbers, but everywhere points that this is pretty accurate. PlayStation, we know, is north of 50. Xbox is around 25 million. They got lapped. It's over for Xbox. It's been over for Xbox since the Xbox One generation. And I still see Xbox fanboys. I get it. Their fantasy. This is their fantasy. Oh, they bought all these studios. They got all these exclusives. Those exclusives are going to launch on Xbox only, nowhere else, and everyone is going to buy an Xbox. Reality is, it's not the case. That is not the case. Here's the thing. Xbox, as much as they don't own everything. There's never going to be a year where it's going to be all Xbox games that are nominated for Game of the Year. I think that's just impossible, especially with Nintendo existing. And then Sony, whatever they put out, seems to automatically be in there. And that's kind of the world we would need to live in, where Xbox gets back into competition with Sony and Nintendo. It would take either them, PlayStation and Nintendo, having a huge misstep, like just royally fucking up like the PS6 or the next Nintendo console, or it would take Xbox just delivers banger after banger after banger where they dominate the conversation for the Game Awards. I don't see that happening. First off, they would have to release probably 10 games a year, because we know half of those are just not going to be it. And that's probably the best case scenario. No matter how many studios they buy, they'll probably put out like maybe 10 games even worth a damn. The others will be like AA or just games that come out broken or just suck. That's just going to happen when you own that many studios. It's just not going to happen, guys. People want PlayStation. I play on PlayStation, even though I root for Xbox, is because they get the games. I'm playing Octopath Traveler 2. Xbox doesn't have it. They're getting it. It's very weird that they didn't get the game that launched on Game Pass and didn't even launch on PlayStation, talking about the first one. But yeah, it just shows PlayStation cares about selling PlayStations. Nintendo cares about selling Nintendos. Xbox does not care about selling Xbox. And this is what you get. You get people like me going, all right, I'll go look at the competition. I'll root for you, Xbox. I want them to do well. But it's over. This generation is done. They're dead. You know what's going to be really, really embarrassing for Xbox? And this is going to happen. and it might be the reason why Xbox is pushing up their release of their next console to 2026, is the Switch 2 is going to launch this year, 2024. We could be looking at 2026. It already sells more than Xbox Series consoles. That's been out for what, 6 years? Wow. Probably 2027. But, you know, that does take Nintendo putting out a pretty damn good console, or really just putting out the games that people love. And they seem to be pretty good at that. Xbox, they need identity. And it seems like every game that Xbox puts out is like, all right, this is going to be our new identity. Redfall. Nope, not Redfall. Starfield. Doesn't seem to be quite there. Maybe I could see Starfield absolutely doing the things that it needs to do to where it just becomes so inevitable that everyone loves it. It will take a lot of work. I do think it'll get a little bit of that, but what else does Xbox have? Because it's not Starfield right now. Elder Scrolls 6, well, all the negative stuff that people are talking about with Starfield is going to be in Elder Scrolls 6. Like, it's going to take Bethesda to make a totally different game. It would take maybe Obsidian making Elder Scrolls 6 to give us the Elder Scrolls 6 that we want and love. Unfortunately, the same issues are going to be in Elder Scrolls 6. Just is. That doesn't mean I'm not going to like it. I didn't really have too many issues with Starfield besides it being boring. But there's other issues that people have, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going away in Bethesda games. Sorry. So, yeah. Gear 6 isn't going to do it. As much as I'm looking forward to it, it's time for like a Gears refresh. Yeah. I don't know what it is going to be. You know what's crazy is Xbox had Roblox. Roblox is like, what, the biggest game ever? That didn't move the needle for Xbox. It was just, oh, cool, I could play it here. I could play Roblox on Xbox. If that doesn't tell you anything, 25 million. I know PlayStation finally got Roblox, but Roblox, the only console you can play it on is Xbox, and it can only get them 25 million. Xbox is dead. It just is. It just might be a name brand stink. There's just some stank on the Xbox name. PlayStation doesn't have it. Nintendo doesn't have it. They can have off years. Looks like PlayStation's going to have another off year again. 2 years in a row. And it doesn't matter. They're selling like crazy. It's all third-party games that Xbox gets a lot of those as well. But people just go, I'll just play on PlayStation. It's over. It's over. It's time to accept it. And it's probably time to accept the next Xbox console is going to be dead too. It's not going to do it either. It's just not. So, F it. Allow them to put their games everywhere. Developers will leave if they can't put their games that they put so much time and effort in to put it on last place console and PC. And PC games don't sell as much as they do on console. But unless you're putting it on Xbox, I think they do. I think Starfield is just like that. I think it's sold most on Steam. And then it was just Game Pass everywhere else. Yeah, developers will leave. They will absolutely leave. I'm not calling it a fact, but I can feel it in my balls. And I think that's why Xbox is going, damn, we got to put these games on other platforms because you'll get another Moon Studios. Moon Studios was pissed that they couldn't put Ori on PlayStation. They were pissed. And you got that. They have that type of leverage when they can take the numbers. Hey, Phil Spencer, thank you so much for funding our game and everything. We've been exclusive to you guys for a while, but look at the numbers here. The numbers here don't lie. We want to sell more of our games. We want more people playing our games. Let us put it on PlayStation. Phil Spencer said, no, put it on Nintendo. And that still pissed them off. Like, no, we want to put it on PlayStation. Why are games now coming to PlayStation and Nintendo now? Probably the same issue. They probably have internal surveys or just straight up going to Phil Spencer's face like, hey, this sucks, dude. I'm going to leave. I just got a job offer over across the street to this third party that's going to put my work on PlayStation, my work on Nintendo. More people are going to play my game. People need to understand that. There's this fantasy that, oh, we'll just put all our games exclusive to Xbox and I'll turn it around and Xbox will be the place to play all these games. It ain't going to work that way. It's not going to work. Just look at, Apple. It's weird because Apple doesn't sell as well as Android, but Android has many different phones, but you just isolate Apple and then like a Samsung or something. Then again, Samsung has way too many phones, but take their flagship phone with a flagship iPhone, which is all they make. Apple kicks Samsung's ass, no matter how great the S23 for whatever they're on, how many features, how many exclusive things that it does. People are still just going to choose an Apple iPhone. That's just how the world works. All right, well, Xbox is dead, and now we all know it. Ha ha, I got to go. I'll talk to you later. Later.